In the previous episode, we delivered real waka from Aparoa to Whangarei. At that time, we weren't sure if it was going to go any further. Their confidence had been shaken by the bumpy trip from Dunedin. But a couple days in, I started to think, no, this opportunity is too good. We've got to go all the way to the tropics. And Fiji had been their original dream. Plus, I had to go get another coconut.
It's a tragedy, we just lost the coconut. We're just going to have to go to Fiji and get another one, I guess.
I think so.
Yeah, it's really the only option.
Fast forward a couple of weeks, we departed New Zealand for Fiji. We completed our clearance with NZ Customs, motored out of the harbour, and then it was time to show the new crew the ropes.
Like this only goes up and down nicely if it's like totally flat. So we pull it up flat, and then like once it's sort of up and we can't really pull any further, we can cleat the peak and then pull the throat like as hard as we can to get that tight, cleat that, and then we can really pull the peak up and get that tight. That looks pretty good, eh?
Yeah, that looks good.
Alright.
Forward we have staysail and Yankee. The staysail is set on the inner stay and has most of the sail area. The Yankee is on the outer stay. It just adds a bit more sail area and is easy to get down. Day one was smooth sailing. We passed Whangarei heads and passed the poor nights that evening. By the next day we were well out to sea.
So this is why you need to read books about sailing and not watch YouTube videos. Because now the camera starts rolling and the moment of drama, well, the dramatic part is over. Now we have to figure out how to fix it. First this thing broke on the other side and we had to get that back and retie it. And then we had a problem with the mizen, quite a big problem. So it's meant to have, the peak halyard is meant to go up, come down, back up and then down. But the mizen here, the one that goes in the middle, has broken off the yard. It's stuck up the top and that won't let us get the mizen down, which is a big problem. We're going to have to go up the mast to fix that. We're just having the cup of tea and thinking about what to do next.
After thinking it over and checking the weather, seeing that it was going to be 25 knots tomorrow, I decided the best thing to do was just to get it down now. I've been up the mast plenty of times. At anchor, this will be my first time up the mast in moderate conditions at sea.
Alright, due east.
We got the mainsail down to free up the halyard we were using as the yard bank. This is used to pull the yard away from the stay so you can get it up and down while sailing downwind. Then I raised a triple purchase up to the top. This would be used to lift me up. I only weigh 60 kgs, so two people hauling on this will only be pulling 10 kgs each. Then I tied that off the most secure place I could see. I had briefly considered going up the mast tonight when some light wind was forecast, but I think it's a much better idea to do it during the day, plus I can film it too.
I'm going to go up the mast on the blue triple purchase. That'll be pulled by Will and Gunnar. You will do the safety. They'll be lifting me. You're just going to take up the slack. Probably, nothing will happen. This is just to be extra safe.
So yeah, those two lines are attached to you. Will be attached to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm quite glad that we had a proper climbing harness, a wall arrestor, as you see here, and a helmet. I had rigged this rope tight, so I had something to hold on to with the mast moved. But I wasn't prepared for just how much the mast was going to move. Catamarans are generally extremely comfortable, unless the waves are directly on side, and that just lifts one hull and drops the other. And this is essentially the mast cross.
Yep. Hang on. Take me down. Down. Okay.
Down?
But because the mast wasn't always whipping, I realised that if we just sailed downwind, we could keep the boat steady.
Turn more downwind. Let's go properly downwind, not across the wind.
Do you want us to try and get you down while you're wrapped like that? Or do you
I'm going to try and unwrap.
unwrap? Yeah, let's hold.
Joe, see the swell?
Yeah.
The direction the swell's going? We need to be going with the swell.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. I'm going to commence unwrapping.
By the time I had unwrapped, it seemed like if we just kept going downwind, we could keep the boat under control and prevent the whipping. So I might as well just keep on going to the top rather than come down and then up again.
Keep on going up.
You want to go up again?
Yeah.
Alright, give us a second.
Yep.
Finally, I could see exactly what the problem was. There's a wooden eye on the top of the yard that the halyard block attaches to, and it had split. Then the weight of the yard pulled the block to the top,
stop.
where it jammed and would not let the rope down. The yard made a good place to sit, so I had a little rest here.
Did you hit your head?
But I was wearing a helmet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Feel alright?
Oh yeah, I'm fine, yep. Yep. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. Just slowly. Yep.
Of course, the whole point of the pulley is that the rope moves smoothly through it. But that only works if the rope has the right angle. The bottom pulley was stuck up against the top one, so that the lines went around the sides, creating too much friction.
Let me down a bit.
So the pulley
Yeah.
essentially became a cleat. Once I freed that, the mizen fell away, and now I just had to carry that pulley back down to the bottom.
As the captain of the Royal Waka, do you have any words of how the game went today? You know, it was a game of two halves, things like that.
Yeah, I just need to lie down.
Oh, the shoes have gone.
Well, no, let me all the way down so I can lie on the ground.
Oh, you want to go all the way down?
Okay. Yeah, well, the first half was I'd describe it as before and after whacking into the pole and spinning around the thing. But you know. That was fun though.
Yeah. So your head hit the mast?
I did, yeah.
On the back?
Yep, but luckily I was wearing the helmet.
If there's any impact.
No, it really wasn't actually a big, I felt it, but and I lost my shoes.
After this experience, I definitely recommend having a helmet in your mast descending equipment.
We got the situation stabilised. We need to make some repairs. Dominic's having a bit of a lie down because he got pretty rattled round up the mast and whacked into things a little bit, but no head injury, which is good. We're currently just sailing with the two stay sails, but still getting along at around about 5 knots. The yard on the mizen is a little bit broken, so we're going to fix that and make the same improvements to the yard on the main, because that could potentially fail and we don't want to have to send someone up the mast again.
Here's a close-up of the failure. There's a glued and screwed wooden eye, but the hole was drilled level with the screw heads, so it was only held on by the strength of the cross grain. This is a spot where the plans don't go into great detail, so I guess the original builder filled in the blanks. We took it easy for the rest of that day, and anyway the wind was the northerly and we didn't really need to sail east that badly, so we just continued at 5 knots heavily reefed. The next day we got the southwesterly we wanted and we're making good progress. And it's a damn good thing we could get the mizen down because we had to. It was quite windy. As far down as just the double reefed main and the staysail, and we were still going 8 knots. And we were making good progress in the right direction. I attempted to capture the water splashing through the floor. These were not the biggest we experienced, just the biggest we were able to record. My plan had been to depart on the end of the low, using the strong westerlies to slingshot us forwards, then as the following high approached, hopefully have about a week of smooth sailing, ideally getting to Fiji before the next low arrived, and this necessitated some bumpy conditions at the start.
You can't complain about too little wind. Yeah.
The next morning had a yellow sunrise, not a warning. Smooth conditions prevailed and we continued to make good progress. A bit later it got light enough to dry things out. Finally got a calm day. But bad news is there's going to be a gale next week. That basically means it's not suitable to go to Minerva Reef, so we're just going to continue with Fiji. Yeah, I don't like the idea of being anchored surrounded by nothing but coral in a gale 400 miles from land. I'd rather be out at sea. But if we just continue, we can get to Fiji before we have any really bad weather. I'm aware that some people do anchor in Minerva Reef in a gale, but I haven't even had this boat anchored in a gale anywhere else, so I didn't want the first time to be there.
We can see.
Someone had spotted some kind of fishy disturbance.
Where?
We've been trying to catch fish for several days, and so far no luck.
I think they're not here anymore.
Every now and then, I think they're right in front of us, to the right a little bit.
We lost several lures, so we knew the fish were out there, but we struggled to keep them on the hooks. It's warm enough and calm enough now that I can do the dawn watch in my pajamas. Minerva Reef is just 25 miles over there, but we don't have time to smell the flowers this time because there's going to be a big storm in this area mid next week, and we won't have time to get out of the way if we stop. It looks like a really nasty one that's just going to hang out in the area and not move, so you'd probably be in it for 3 or 4 days. And I do know some people that sailing between Fiji and New Zealand had the worst storm they had on their entire trip from Europe to New Zealand, and we're just like hove to for 5 days. That would probably make a good YouTube video, but not this time. I had this drifter which was 30 square metres, but out of 120 square metres of plain sails, it was just a little bit of extra boost on real waka. It was smooth sailing. We tried it in a couple of different positions. For downwind, wing and wing worked well. We've got light wind and we're slowly sailing downwind. Right now we're doing nearly 5 knots. But we're going to get above 22 degrees by tomorrow evening to avoid becoming calmed according to the weather model. So we need some fairly focused sailing over the next 24 hours. But at this rate we'll make it. But if the wind stays like this, we don't have a lot of breathing room. Every day we sailed further north, the weather improved and it got noticeably warmer.
Still head on.
It's my morning watch, Sunday morning. Probably going to arrive tomorrow, which is good because that's exactly what we told the Fijian customs. After the delivery I did to Australia, where checking in took a lot longer than I hoped. I want to get this one right.
Gunnar better see it on camera. But I'm calling it. There's Dr. Levy is over there.
Late that afternoon, we finally caught a fish.
Oh yeah, it's there. It's big.
Hell yeah!
Oh my god!
A tuna! Shit!
That's a big boy.
So good! 90.
Wow, 93.
93. There's slide keeps going up.
This fish fed us for the next several days,
And then I usually
but I'm
try
sorry we were too busy enjoying the meals to film anything. So you just have to watch us fill us it and then imagine what you would cook.
Yeah, put him over there.
That night we hove to outside the entrance, and in the morning we motored in. I don't think it's good seamanship to sail into a place you haven't been before in the dark. And also, Fiji charges you significantly more for the formalities if you arrive at the weekend or after hours.
Okay, we've arrived.
It feels good. I'm tired, but happy.
Yes.
After 2,000 miles from the, what was it, 46 degrees south,
Yeah.
all the way up.
Like 17.
Oof.
It's a lot warmer up
It's
here.
hot here. So how does it feel being 50?
Oh, I'm like half relieved.
Half relieved.
But I've still got I'll be fully relieved when the customs have departed and everything's okay. And then I'm drinking a coconut.
By later that afternoon, the bureaucrats were finally satisfied, and it was now time to conduct the arrival informalities.
Good, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my god.
We're in Fiji now. How does it feel to be touching dirt in Fiji?
Feels like only touching Siggy butt.
The next morning, I retrieved that long-awaited coconut.
That's good.
Thank you to all the crew who made this trip possible, and thank you for watching. And please post a comment if you would like to see some videos about exploring Fiji.